The story begins in the bustling kingdom of Altheria, a land that has long abandoned its ancient gods in favor of progress and logic. The old shrines have crumbled and divine names have faded from memory. Deep within the forest lies a forgotten temple of Myris, the god of balance, a deity who once ensured harmony between the mortal and divine realms. A young historian, Leora, stumbles upon an ancient manuscript in the royal archives. It speaks of Myris's temple and warns of dire consequences if the god's name is erased completely. Intrigued, Leora decides to investigate. Leora ventures into the forbidden forest, guided by cryptic instructions from the manuscript. She discovers the temple, covered in vines and teeming with an eerie presence. Inside, she finds an idol of Myris, cracked and eroded, yet radiating faint energy. As she touches it, the air grows heavy and whispers fill the room. Unbeknownst to Leora, her touch has awakened Myris from his slumber. The god, weakened and enraged at being forsaken, begins to stir. The balance between realms is disrupted, and strange phenomena start to plague Altheria. Famine, unnatural storms, and shadows that seem alive. Myris manifests before Leora as a towering, shadowy figure with glowing eyes, demanding to know why humanity has forsaken the gods. Leora pleads for forgiveness on behalf of her people, but Myris declares that balance must be restored, even if it means destruction. Leora offers to help restore Myris' power if he spares the kingdom. Intrigued by her courage, Myris agrees but imposes a condition. She must travel across the land to rekindle the old shrines and remind humanity of their forgotten deity. If she fails, Myris will plunge the world into chaos. Leora sets out on her journey, facing resistance from those who see her as a fool clinging to superstition. Along the way, she encounters remnants of Myris's influence. An abandoned village cursed with eternal night, a shrine guarded by a spirit that demands a sacrifice, and a mountain where the winds whisper warnings. As Leora restores each shrine, she learns more about Myris' past. He was once a benevolent god who protected mortals, but became vengeful when his worshippers abandoned him. Leora begins to see the parallels between divine neglect and the fragile balance of nature. Myris, though initially hostile, starts to respect Leora's determination. However, he warns her that her final task will test her loyalty and resolve like no other. Leora's journey leads her back to Altheria, where she discovers the kingdom's leaders have discovered Myris' awakening and plan to destroy the temple to prevent his resurgence. Leora must choose between saving the temple or siding with her people, who now view her as a traitor. In a climactic confrontation, Leora invokes Myris, who appears in his full form, towering and terrifying. He demands judgment upon the mortals who betrayed him. Leora pleads for a middle path, arguing that humanity and the divine need each other for true balance. Myris, moved by her sincerity, offers a final challenge. Leora must willingly sacrifice her own life to seal the bond between gods and mortals. Without hesitation, she agrees. Leora's sacrifice restores the balance, and Myris' power is fully revived. However, instead of ruling with vengeance, he chooses to guide humanity subtly, ensuring that both realms coexist in harmony. The temple is rebuilt, and Leora becomes a legend, her name etched into history as the mortal who bridged the gap between gods and men. As the years pass, the kingdom flourishes under Myris's unseen protection, and his name is once again whispered with reverence. In the final scene, a child visits the temple, placing a flower at Leora's statue, symbolizing the enduring bond between mortals and the divine.